Hello everyone and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel and another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Winged Boot. So Winged Boot is an individual game, but it can also be used as an expansion for other games. It is mainly an expansion for Bomb Run. However, it also can also be used for other similar type of games like B-17 Queen of the Skies target for today. However, why I say it's mainly an expansion for Bomb Run is because it's designed by the same designer, Chad Ridge, or Rig. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, my friend. And that is also the reason why I have this huge box here, because Bomb Run and Winged Boot is sold through the Game Crafter, and you can also get kind of as an add-on this huge beautiful box which says Bomb Run Overloaded, which neatly fits your Bomb Run game, the Winged Boot expansion, and hopefully the future expansions as well. So let's go ahead and open up this bad boy and take a look at what we get with Winged Boot. Again, you can play it with Bomb Run. You'll find a video on this. I play a mission on my channel, so just search my channel for Bomb Run. And again, you can play with beautiful B-17 Queen of the Skies target for today. And what Winged Boot is basically about is when you bail out over Europe, for those that flew out and walked back. So this is a perfect game to finish your story. If you don't want to, in B-17 you can roll whatever happens when you bail out. You can roll to see, or did they become POWs, whatever happened. Well, you don't have to do that. You can play that out yourself. So we have a bunch of components here. And I gotta say, I'm not sure if this game comes in its own box or if it comes in a plastic bag, something like that. Since I ordered both of these, I got it in this Bomb Run Overloaded box. However, perhaps it comes in its own box or maybe a plastic bag, I'm not sure. I am pretty sure though that the designer will probably clarify that, so if you're wondering about that specific thing, you might want to check the comment section. So here we have a D10. We're gonna take a closer look at all of this stuff. D10, and I'm guessing these are holders for some of the counters. And we have a bag. Not sure what it is because I haven't had time to read the rules for Winged Boot yet. Let's see what this is. Okay, Bomb Run Overloaded. All add-ons and expansion box. So here we have Bomb Run, Winged Boot, and we can see future variants, expansions, and add-ons planned, squadrons, campaigns, and free replacements. These are all working titles and IDs and subject to change. Follow on BGG for update. And notes on following. I'd also advise you to follow Let's Make Stuff on YouTube because that's the designer's YouTube channel. I will post a link to his channel in the video description. Thank you for purchasing the entire Bomb Run franchise. Within this box are all current releases, titles supporting Bomb Run, included a base game. Future releases will have to be purchased separately, but they will fit within this box. The following is a list of current and anticipated add-ons and expansions. An add-on is a standalone game that meshes with your Bomb Run story. An expansion adds to your Bomb Run experience and requires the base game. So this is going to be an add-on, since this can be played actually without anything else at all. And then we get a bunch of new cards, and you can see, if you haven't seen Bomb Run, which is the basic game, they look very similar to those. It's exactly the same kind of art style to them. Whoops. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. I think the art is really unique, and I like it a lot. we can see here, I mean, it's old photos kind of made in some kind of filter to give them a little bit of a cartoonish look, and then everything is in black and white except what is meant to stand out. So here we have resistance members, a civilian, and here it looks more, you know, the black and white, and then the woman is in color, so it's really interesting art style. Patrol, K9, and we have a new bombardier, and a ball turret gunner, pilot, civilian, child, enemy agent, halt, patrol, mounted patrol, navigator, a starboard waist gunner, flight engineer, a civilian, a man, foot patrol, tail gunner, co-pilot, port waist gunner, and finally we have a radio operator. And there's a backside to all of these cards, and most of them I notice have the winged boot icon. And there is a reason why all of these crew members have a backside, because I'm guessing you can use these for the bomb run game, because then you might have your position disabled. And I'm guessing that is the reason why they're two-sided, because that's how the bomb run cards work. So that's really cool, actually, that you can go ahead and use those for your bomb run game. And pardon me, we have some other stuff here. This looks like, I'm guessing these are stickers, perhaps? Not quite sure what they are. Looks like stickers. I'm guessing they're stickers. There's gonna be instructions, I think, in the book. We are gonna have to do some things to this game to finish it. And here we have a bunch of counters, and I just saw this fun message here from the game crafter. This game contains laser cut components. Laser cut items will have a slight amount of soot on and around the edges, which can quickly be wiped off. They will also have a campfire-like smell for about a week after being taken out of their bag. Okay, let's... I don't know what kind of campfires they got going at the Game Crafter, but that's not how my campfires smell. It's not really a strong smell. It's kind of smells like, you know, if you print something... I don't know if you ever printed like a photo with a regular printer. It becomes so much ink on it that it kind of gets a strong smell, and that's how I would describe the smell of this. Okay, so anyway, let's keep in mind that there's some soot on here, and it can easily be wiped off. I do not have anything to wipe it off with currently, but you see that it's actually getting... You're just using my finger. It's getting... you know, we're getting rid of it quite easily. So here we have some counters. Yeah, they pop actually quite nicely, and they're thick. I wonder if it's... I'm not sure about the material. It kind of feels like wood. Not sure if it is wood or what kind of material it is. Okay, leave out of the bag. Okay, so we have our counters. Some parachutes and stuff. Some females, and I'm not sure what that is. That's a flashlight, perhaps, or a pocket watch. We got some knives and K9s here, which I'm guessing is probably going to be chasing us. Maybe some... Is that an agent or a disguise? Is that a toilet paper or a first aid kit? I'm just kidding, guys. Okay. Got some French food, only missing a glass of wine there with the cheese and the baguette. compass. Okay, so that's quite a lot of counters. And then, of course, we have our Winged Boot book. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pages in this. The Winged Boot, also known as the Late Arrivals Club. You know what, guys? I'm gonna get the camera a little bit closer. All right, should be able to see the whole thing now. The Winged Boot was the official award given to the British aviators and later adopted by the American airmen who flew out and walked back so they could continue their duty. Although not official, airmen would have their badges custom made in London and were concealed under the lapels of their uniforms. This was an exclusive club that nobody signed up for. You could say you just fell into it. So in Winged Boot, you assume the role of a downed bomber crew member. You could be anyone from the pilot to the tail gunner. The game picks up from the point of successfully exiting the aircraft and continues until you are either killed, captured, or rescued. Once any of those ends have been met, you can step back in time to assume the role of another surviving crew member from the beginning. Or you can use the endgame system to determine everyone else's fate. That is, of course, if there were any. You may find that some or all of your fellow crew members went down with the aircraft, and you may or may not link up with the survivors on the ground. Either way, it is now your mission to evade capture and make your way through enemy territory and find your way back to your squadron in England. Winged Boot is a standalone game, but it is designed as an add-on for Bomb Run, a Solitaire B-17 bomber experience. It could easily be applied to games like B-17, Queen of the Skies, Target for Today, and B-17 Leader. So yes, you can use it as an expansion for a bunch of different games. Not sure about B-17 Leader. I haven't actually played that game. I'm not sure. Do you actually do that in B-17, like that you jump out of the plane and stuff? Not sure. I haven't played it. So here we see we have some instructions here. Not sure what is a progress track. Hold down and reinforce with tape. Cut the solid lines. Fold these lines. Fold up. Fold back. Fold in for storage. Okay, so there's going to be a bit of things we're going to have to do. And then we have our table of contents, rules, scenario setup, evasion, mayday, evasion maps, which is the big part of it, encounter paragraphs, and initiative foldout. Okay, so let's take a look at the rules here. We have 2 pages of rules, 4 pages of rules, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 pages of rules if we also count the setup, which you might not want to do actually. So then roughly 12 pages of rules. Iconography, yeah, that's good. 1 big page, and then we have our map here over Europe. And I'm guessing these are instructions to our maps, something like that. And here we have our maps now. So these are the maps that we're going to be playing on. So you will actually be playing in the rules book. And of course, you could just, I'm sure you could get these off some way if you want to play with them on the table and have the rules available for browsing, or you could just simply print the rules. And here we have another map. So it looks like these maps are kind of looks like it's the same as the card art, that they're actual photographs of areas, perhaps even World War II areas. And then they're hexed, and you have different color codes and so on. See, under we have sequence of play, player actions, combat results, injuries, some icons. So I still haven't played it. I still haven't had a chance to read the rules either, but very much looking forward to it. This could be fun. This looks like something that could be fun. And you know that I'm a big fan of B-17 Queen of the Skies. So this could be really fun combined. So many maps. Wow. I should have counted instead of the number number of pages of rules. I should have counted the different maps. Wow, there's so many maps. I'm not sure how you're gonna choose. If you roll for it, if you just go with one random one. It's pretty cool because they're pretty different too. I mean, if you look at this, there's a bunch of fields. You have this yellow line through it all, and then this one has a bunch of yellow lines, only 2 red areas, where this one had 4. And I mean, there's mainly wood here, so would be cool if there were suggestions like, okay, so if you jump out, bail out in Bremen, well, use map number on page 53 to 54. If that was the actual terrain of that area, that would be really cool. That might be the deal, actually. Again, I haven't read the rules. And then we have some more instructions. I'm guessing these are specific situations with a narrative type. And then we have, again, this where we have to do a little bit of work ourselves. And then we have a bomb run commercial. A deck in hand. That is actually a pretty specific thing. It is actually a deck in hand. You can play bomb run without ever putting it down on a table or anything. And I think that's just very unique. Very unique game. I have never heard of a game that you can play in that way. It's a really cool idea, and I mean, for people who travel a lot, that's a very good game. So there you have it, guys. This is Winged Boot, and that's all the stuff. So you get the cards, you get the rules with the many maps. You get a bunch of counters, which are easily popped, even though there are some soot on them, which will easily be cleaned off. We get some stands for them, like D10. We get a nice velvet bag, I think you call that in English. And then we have our little poster with bomb run stuff. So yeah, looks really cool. I'm hoping to play this soon. Just gotta let you know, guys, that well, I mean, I have so much stuff going on right now. I still recovering from a really bad COVID infection. I had it for 1 month now, and I haven't actually been to my job for 1 month because I've mainly been home at bed. And on the 15th or the 14th of January, I'm actually moving back to Sweden from Denmark because, as you know, if you watch my channel update videos, I moved to Sweden because I moved to Denmark because I have cystic fibrosis. And cystic fibrosis did not treat, Sweden did not treat cystic fibrosis, so I moved to Denmark to survive. And 6 months after I moved, they decided, well, we're going to treat cystic fibrosis. So I'm moving back to a country where I can understand what the hell the people are saying instead of living here where people talk weird. So that's what I'm doing in January, and it's all of this getting set up because I have my gaming room with a bunch of equipment. It's cases and games, hundreds of games and tables and lights and cameras and microphones and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to play this game, but it might take a little while. If you can't wait and you really want to watch this game be played, I can recommend to you a fantastic YouTube channel which is run by a friend of mine, and that YouTube channel is Wbridgeusmc. This is a YouTube channel which I find very unique and really cool, and the reason to that is because it is run by a man who lives in a truck most of his time. He does have a family and a house, but most of the time he drives his truck through the United States of America, and he actually makes all of his gaming videos in this truck, which I find rather interesting. So not surprisingly, he plays a lot of these types of games which does not require a lot of space. So Bomb Run is one of his favorite games, but he also plays Winged Boot and a bunch of other games. So if you want to see Winged Boot being played, check out Wbridgeusmc. I will post a link in the description to his channel. Or you can wait a few weeks and maybe in February, maybe a little bit later, I'm hoping to play Winged Boot, perhaps We'll see with my B17, and of course I have to continue my Bomb Run campaign as well. Maybe in one of those campaigns I will need it to actually see what happens with my crew members. So guys, check out Winged Boot. Also, you will find in the video description a link to where you can get it from the Game Crafter. And again, check out the designers and Williams' YouTube channels. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Clicking the bell icon is also great. Give me a comment if you have time and share the video with anyone who might be interested. If you want to help the channel out a little bit extra, you can become a supporting channel member for only $2.99 a month. Or you can do a one-time donation, either through YouTube Super Thanks or through PayPal, which you will find my PayPal address in the video description as well. And that's gonna be it from me, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out Winged Boot.